Okay, so now we have to build the Tic Tac Toe AI, right? So when you click on anybody, it has to take you to any gameplay with the computer. So I'll do one thing. I don't want to disturb this gameplay, so I'll create a new event layout. Okay, so okay, so what I will do is each item here it will act as a part of array. We shall go step by step. So in the home game screen, so when anybody is clicked, so when anybody is clicked, it has to uh, take the user to the gameplay with UI. Okay, fine, right? So it is going to. Okay, then let's start the work. So I'll do one thing. I will add my own variables here. So each box, let's call it as one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, so now each item is known by their IDs from 1 to 9. Okay, so I would like to also have a value for each item. So for example, if you click on if the computer has selected the first one, I want to have an indication that computer has selected the first one. Or if a player has selected the first one, I want to have the indication that a player has selected the first one. Okay, so I'll give a value for that. Okay, so this value will be filled only when someone clicks on it. So if a player clicks, I will give it as one. If computer clicks, I will give the value as 2. Okay, so you are able to follow, right? Any questions? Okay, I'm not going to use any of these variables because we'll have to spend a lot of time understanding them. So I'll create my own variables. So this will decide who has to play. Okay, initially play. I'm giving the chance the player to click on it. So if it is player turn, I will set the text as your turn. So if it is not player's turn, I will set it as AI turn. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, it says your turn. Okay, so if I click on something, this has to change now. Okay, so touch object parts. Okay, when it is player turn and when I touch the part, it has to set animation. Sorry, it has to set the frame to 1. Okay, let's test it again. So we shall go step by step so that you will not have any confusion. Also at the same time we will not miss out anything. Okay, fine. This is working now. So next step is that once I click on it, it has turned to AI. Okay, so once I touch it, we'll have to toggle the player turn. So now because it is in uh, is player turn, it will change it to disabled. If I click on anybody, right? So it is now showing as AI turn. So I'm not able to click on anything else now because now AI has to make a move. Okay. So once I touch it, now I have to set the value of the objects, the value of the objects as 1. So if it is AI, let's set the value as 2. Okay, so because I have set the value of the player, so parts set value to 1. So if it is AI, we shall set the value to 2. I'll tell you why we are doing that. So when you try to calculate, find out who has 1, this value will helpful. So in a row, if you find the sum of 3 rows, is odd number. For example, 1 plus 1 plus 3. So for example, player has selected first three rows. The sum of values will be 1 plus 2, 1 plus 1, which is 3. So we can determine that the first row is completed by player. If you select, if the computer has selected first three rows, I mean the first row, the value will come to 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 6. Are you able to follow? Okay, right. So you're able to understand, right? So because we got 6 at the end, we can determine that because the value is 6, this was completed by AI. If it is the value 3, then we can determine that the game is finished by player. Okay, right? All right. Okay. Also, we don't want to again player to touch the same object, right? So, for example, let me run this again. So, as of now, this is how it works. I click on the first one. Again, I can click on the first one just in case, once AI is turned, again I can click on the first one. So, for example, I will disable this one. Okay, if I click on this one, again I can click on this one. So, that should not happen. It should happen only one time. So, once AI turn is completed, I should click on any other empty cells, not the first one. So, we'll have to block that. So, what I will do here is if the parts object instant variable value is equal to 0. So only if the value is equal to 0, user or AI should be able to fill that empty space. Okay. All right. So let's look at the AI turn now. Okay. So what I will do is I'll run for each. Okay. For each parts which is equal to 0, set animation to 2, and we can stop the loop and change the turn to player. Okay. Let's see what happens. Okay, I did not set the value here. So value should be 2. Okay. Okay, you see that? So AI is able to fill everything. Okay, let's try again. Okay. So if I click on the first one, it should not work. Second one, it should not work because these are already filled. I'm clicking on the third one now. Okay, done. So we're able to make the AI function as well. So far it's clear, right? No confusions. Okay, okay, great. So now we have to determine whether the game is over, and if it is over, who won, right? So we need to add more conditions, whether uh, make the UI AI more smart, but we shall do that later. But let's complete the flow, game flow. Then we can make the AI more smarter. Okay, so what I will do is I'll create one function, check game over, and also at the beginning, what I will do is I'll set the game over to false, and this should happen only when the game is sorry. Okay, when the game is not over, only at that time this should function. And also at the start of the layout, we have to set the boolean. Uh, okay, I'm sorry, one second. Start of layout. So we have to reset the functions. I mean global variables. Game over as false and player turn is true. Okay, now when this thing is done, we'll have to call the function game over for each turn. Okay, but first let's complete game over. So what I will do is I'll sum up each item here, each row. So each possible combination. So the first row is 1, second row is 2, third row is 3, and first column is 4, fifth column second column is 5, sixth column is third column is 6, and diagonals also. First diagonal is 7, and eighth diagonal third second diagonal is 8, right? So we need to check the combinations. So what I will do is I'll go to system, compare variables. So what I will do is uh, wait. So part 1 parts ID is 1. So what I'm trying to do is I will check each row. So ID 1, ID with 2, ID with 3. So these three values uh, should be either 3 or 6. If it is 3, then player is 1. If it is 6, then the AI is 1. Okay. So I'll add a parameter. I'll call it as value. Hmm, I think we have to add a sub event, blank sub event, again blank sub event. Let's see how it works. So initially, let's set the value to 0. and then add to value. This will not work. Cards dot value. No, this will not work. Okay, fine. Let's do one thing. Let's create separate functions. Check row one. Okay, there are several ways of doing it. Okay, so this is one of the way. Okay, so if the row first row is 1, for example, the first row, the total value is 3. Okay, so then we can call it as game over. What I will do is I'll create one value here. Okay, let's try how it goes. Let's put it as 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is column 1. So column 1 is ID 1, 5, so not 5, it's 4, 7. So this is 2, 5, 8. This is 3, 6, 9. Okay, so this is diagonal 1, 5, 9. So this is 3 5 7. Okay, let's see how it goes. This should be row 2. This should be row 3, column 1, column 2, column 3, diagonal 1, diagonal 2. Okay. Yes, so where did you leave? So you were there when we are creating the functions, correct? Uh, which one did you miss? Okay, so I have created all the functions to check each row. Okay, so from any of the row, if we get 3, the result value 3 or 6. Okay, we keep checking from all the functions. So let's do this. If variable result is 0, okay, check row 1. Again, if it is 0, check row 2. Okay, okay, we need to test it. Uh, this might or might not work, but let's see. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is for in row 1, if we get result more than uh, you know, more than 1, then it should not check the next item. Okay, so if I add all these 3, I should get either 6 or either 3 or 6, right? So what I will do is I'll create a sub event. If result is either value 3, let's create an OR. Okay, if it is neither 3 nor 6, okay, I'll set the value to 0. Same thing with each item. Okay, so if we get 3 or 6 from any item, the game over will stop. It will not continue. Okay, we can call it as game over true. Okay, 1 second. Uh, okay, let's go step by step. Okay, what I'll do is I'll lock the browser. Okay, so let's try. Oh, sorry, I forgot to call this one. Okay, so game is not over, so it is calling everything. Okay, at least we know that it is calling everything. So now we have to determine when to set the game over. So 1 second. Yes, tell me. Mm, so this is calling again. Okay, let's call the game over here. Okay, if we get either 3 or 6, we'll set it as game over to true. If either we don't get 3 or 6, we'll set it to 0 so that the next function will continue. Okay, if it is game over, let's uh, print in the browser as game over. It will help us to debug the issue properly. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so it says game over. Something is wrong. So it is saying game over. One second. Mm, okay, this should be 6. This should be 6. Okay, let's run it again. It says game over again. It is saying game over. Again, same issue. Okay. Uh, Result value is 3. How it is coming to 3? Okay. Okay, I understood. Okay, I understood. So the first value is 1. After that, AI is coming to 3. 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Okay, that is the issue. Okay, we'll have to set up a condition that if all three values are not zeros, only then it will work. Uh, let's add a variable. I'll say call it as count. If part uh, value, so if parts value um, value is greater than 0. Okay, so when three boxes are filled, and if the result is either 3 or 6, we will set it as 0, game over 0, otherwise no. You understood the logic? Okay, let's delete all of these items. Let's do it again. So this is result is not equal to 3, and if result is not equal to 6. And if count is less than 3, we'll set it as 0. And if it is count equal to 3, even though we will set it as 0. If it is count less than, oh, you're back. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm checking the count of each part. So if each part value is more than 1, so it will set the count as, it will keep adding the count. So if we have 3 boxes filled, the count will come to 3. So if it comes to 3, and if the either of the values is 6 or 3, we'll set the result value to 0. If it is either 3 or 6, we'll set it to game over. You understood, right? So let me delete the old functions and rewrite the functions. This is 2, 3. So this will be 4. This will be 5, and this will be 6. So this will be 7. This will be 8, and this will be 9. Let's test it now. Once we get proper results, then we can create more functions. Okay, now we don't see the game over. Okay, this is fine now. Okay, let's create more functions. This will be row 2, and this will be row 3, and this will be column 1. Column 1 is, this is 1, 4, 7. Column 2, Yes. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So you are saying, yeah, once you're saying once we get the sequence you want, yeah, that only I'm checking the game over now. So if this functions properly, then we can display it on the screen. X O X. Why do you want that way? It should be only one thing, right? Either X or zero. Wait, this now this function is working. You see, here we got three X's. It says game over. So this function, this program is working now. So I'm writing the now I'm writing the functions for diagonal cases. So I'll show you. It will display U1. I'll show you to you. Okay, so uh, if it is okay, so so if the result is either three, either three or six. Okay, so it will show as okay. If it is three, it will show it as you win. If it is six, it will show it as AI wins. Okay, let's see now. Okay, let me generate new link. Okay, your turn. You win. You see that? Okay, let's try again with AI now. I'll try to lose, and AI, I'll give a chance for the AI to win. Okay, AI wins. So here, O's, we need to just add one, the stick, the cross stick, saying that who wins. Okay, the game functionality wise it is working fine. Okay, so let me find the stick. I think this is the one. Okay, cross line, this is the one. So we already have it. Okay, I just need to overlap it. So this is in background UI, background layer. So I need to overlap with something else. Okay, I can put it in UI layer and overlap it wherever required. So what's happening? Why are you? Uh, is it any issue with from your side? You keep exiting. Okay, okay, fine. I'll show you. This is working now. Okay, so for example, if I get all threes here, it says you win. Again, I'll show it to you. I'll this time I will let the AI win. Okay, you see AI wins and it says game over in the console. Okay, so the basic flow is done now. So this checks the game over screen and it is giving the right output for us. Okay, so now what we have to do, we need to place this stick or the whichever places we want. So the angle is 90 0 now. We just need to set it to right angle. Mm. Okay, so if it wins the row one, where is the stick? Okay, cross line. This is known as cross line. I'll set position to 1 second. Okay, let's set the position to another object, which is parts. Similarly, we'll do if it is a one and second one, and also we'll have to move the layer to UI because it is in background UI as of now. So you're able to follow, right? No confusions. Okay, great. Actually, you're asking very less questions. So generally, generally, okay. So anyways, I'm recording the video, right? You can once again review if you miss anything and let me know. Okay, so this is columns now. We'll set the angle as well. So we'll set the angle to 90 degrees. So this will be at 5, which means the middle one. Same thing, it will set to 90 degrees. So column 3, the value is 9, sorry 6. So parts, again the value will be 5, the middle one. Uh, but the stick should be either, let's see, 45 degrees. Okay, 45 degrees. And what if minus 40? Okay, fine. Okay, so this should be 45 degrees. And the second diagonal would be minus 45. Okay, let's see. I don't see it. Is it invisible or what? Okay, initially visible. No, this is not visible. So it's not visible. So let's set it as visible. Okay, and also at the start of the layout, we'll have to make it invisible. Again, I can't see it. Visible, visible, visible. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, perfect. Let's give a chance to AI to win now. Okay, good. It's working. AI wins. Okay, so now we are done with the game over screen. Game over. Uh, you mean if someone wins, it should light on? Okay, I didn't know that there is this functionality. Okay, so if player wins, I will set it as this color. If AI wins, red. Okay. Okay, so I did not see that. Okay, this is flag. Okay, frame one. This will be frame one. If it is AI, this will be frame two. This is frame 1, this is frame 2, frame 2, frame 1, frame 2. Okay, let's test it now again. Okay, now it is yellow bulb. Let's try with AI. Red bulb. Fine, right? Okay, so what next? So we are done with the game. I mean the game flow. Okay, so this is done. Oh, so this is I can simply set this thing here. I'm not sure why did I put it at the top. Okay, let me remove these things here. Okay, okay, this is done now. Game over is over. So what next? So I'm putting the value this where oh sorry. So I'll put this value to 0. One more thing is if I press on play again, it should restart the game. Okay, parts value should be set to 0 and also frame should be set to 0. Flag frame should be also set to 0. If I click on play again, it should set to 0. Okay. Okay, perfect. Everything is working fine. Okay, done. The AI implementation is done. So we need to make it like thinking instead of making the next closest move. So as of now, it is checking each item and whichever is vacant, it is simply adding the value. So we need to check for possible combinations, whichever items player is trying to finish, whichever row or column, AI should compete with them and try to win the game. So we have to make AI little smarter. So far it's clear, right? Any questions? Okay, so we can stop the session here and continue again tomorrow.
We have published a game called Life in the Machine. If you are one of our followers, you might already know about the game. And if not, Life in the Machine is a detective game that requires someone with tremendous skills to investigate a murder mystery, find clues, interrogate suspects, and find the criminal. The game is available in two versions. The Android version is on Google Play Store and Amazon App Store, and the Windows version is on itch.io and Steam. It is known that only a person with critical thinking can solve the case. Can you solve the case? Links in the description.
All right, so we have completed the game functionality yesterday. So today we are going to start the AI functionality. So it's simple. We just need to create one more function. So here we are checking if the count is 3. We just need to check if the count is 2. Okay, that's as simple as that. Okay, so when the system turns to AI, we just need to call one item before checking game over. If it is not game over, then we can move to the next item. Okay, so I'll create one more function called move AI something. Okay, so if the count, let's use the same functions. I think we don't need to create a new set again. We can use the same function. So here instead of count is 3, we just need to do if count is equal to 2. Okay, and if result value is 2, for example, if the result value is 2, sorry, 2, which means that there are two x's, and in the next move, player will definitely make a move, and they will complete the game. But if the result value is 3, sorry, 4, okay, if the result value is 4, what we have to do is, which means that our uh, the AI has the chance to close the game. Okay, so if the result value is 4, we have to identify which ID is blank, and we'll have to insert the this thing. Okay, so we need to check which item has value 0. Okay, so part ID with 0. So I'm creating one variable. I will add an else. Part ID with 0 is part dot ID. Okay, same thing here, same thing here. So whichever part is with ID 0, we'll set the part to the AI frame, and we'll complete the game. So okay, so here instead of directly setting the value, what we'll do is we'll set the value here. Or else shall I create this thing separately to avoid confusion? I think it is better I create it separately. What do you say? I didn't I didn't get you. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me do it in the same. Hmm. Okay. All right. So okay, I think it is better to create this like in a separate function, the AI activity. it seems to be like little confusing if we do it in the same thing. Okay, but to better understand it, let's create it in as a separate task, separate item. So I'll go to, so whenever there is a AI turn, we'll just call the AI function, and in the AI function, we'll again create few set of functions just like we did for game over screen. Okay, check. Um I'll say check row one AI. So in the AI, let me simply copy paste this one. Okay, so first we'll need to check the first row, and we have the values calculated. So we'll get the so I'll delete this one. So we'll get the count, and when count is 2, which means that there is a chance of a player or computer can close the game. Okay, if the count is 2, we'll check what is the result value. Okay, so let's create a sub event, and what is the result value. So if the result value is 2, which means that the player has the chance to complete the game. So there will place uh, the AI frame. But if there is a chance to for the AI to complete it, first we'll grab that opportunity, then we'll check go for the second check. So we'll make it as a else because we want to run it only once. Okay, so the first row we have checked. Oh, okay. So which ID we have to place it? So this is also important. So we'll have to place it arts instant variable ID part with ID 0. This is where you have to put it. Okay, so this part is done. So we have checked the row 1. Like similarly, we'll have to do with row 2. So we'll call this one. Once there is a move, then we again will check the game over and play a turn. Okay, let's test it just for only row 1. If it is working fine, we can do the same for the rest of the rows. I think this will not work. The reason is we did not do tell the computer what to do if the player has placed only one item. Okay, fine. Let's fix that. Oh, I did not call this function at all. Oh, my mistake. Okay, so I have to call this function. Yeah, if there is only one x placed, then it will not work. But okay. Hmm. So let me check if I'll use the same function, same item here. So just in case if there is no uh, nowhere the this function satisfies, then we can still have the chance for the AI to place its item somewhere. Okay, so first we'll check the AI in row one. If it doesn't work, then it will place something like we did it before. Okay, this is not calling for winning. Okay, let's do the same with other rows. So this will be 4, this will be 5, this will be 6, this will be 7, this will be 8, this will be 9. I'll create one more variable saying that okay, I'll call something like this. This is just to check if, for every row, whenever AI places something, we can set it to true. So this will be a checkpoint if AI has placed something. Okay, AI closed third item, and let's add the condition here. If this will run only if it is false. Okay, so we can set it to true when the player turn is completed. I mean, set it to false. Okay, and also the function continues only if this one is false. Okay, let's see how it works. This thing is not working. Mm, So we are calling move AI. Okay, so this function we are calling. So in every time when the A closed third item is false, this will run. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's log the browser with result value. Hmm. Now it is stuck in loop. Okay, now it is showing us two, but it has to place its fourth third item. So this function is called. Oh, my mistake. So if the value is 0, then this thing will be parts dot id. Oh, I did not set this one. My mistake. Let's run this again. This time it should work. Okay, this is working now. You see that? Second time it did not work. Let's test it again. Okay, diagonal I did not do. Okay, again my mistake. You have to test it only rows. Okay, so this was placed. Okay, great. This is working, right? So let's do the same with columns as well, just like we did for rows. Actually, we can have only one function with everything, but I thought it will be easy to understand if I do it in two separate functions. So this is 7. So this is 2. This is 5, and this is 8. So this is 3. So third column, this will be 6. This will be 9. Okay, so this will be diagonal now. This will be 1. This will be 5, and this will be 9. Correct. Okay. And this will be 3. This will be 5. This will be 7. It's not working. Oh, okay, my mistake. I did not call those functions. Okay, let's test it now. So this is not working for diagonal. Okay, so 159 is the numbers correct? Correct only, right? This one is 357, 369, 258, and this is 147. The numbers are correct. Where are we missing? So row is working fine. Diagonal it's not working. So row it's working fine. The column and diagonals are not working fine. This is diagonal one, two, column one, two, three, row one, two, three, diagonal one, two. It is giving the number. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's log in this way so that we'll know where it is going wrong. Yes. Okay, so now we'll be able to see the logs. We can see whether the functions are calling or not. Okay. AI row 3. This is calling AI row 3. Oh, sorry, row 1. Okay, understood the issue. This one should be set when we set the third item to 0. So right now what's happening is uh, it is setting the AI to true even though we did not set the value um, in that place. Now it should work now. Okay, you see this? Now it is working. Okay, this is good. Okay, perfect. So now the issue is it is not declaring whether we won the match or not. So that part is pending. Looks like the game over is not running. Okay, let's add the game over here. We don't need this anymore. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay. What are we missing now? The game over is not working. Okay, so this AI move will run. It takes each item and places its value. At the end, it should check game over. Okay, I think the result value has to be set to 0 before calling game over. Okay, let's try now. Okay, okay, now it's working. Yeah, we will change it to POP later. So first, let me complete the AI. So then we can change it to POP. Okay, so we are middle of the game development. So if we have to change it, we'll have to change a lot of items. So once we are done with the complete flow, then okay, I'll stop the recording and I will change it to POP. Okay, and so now it is working fine. So one more thing we have to check is uh, in the game over, if the result value, even after checking everything, uh, which means that if all items are completed, we'll have to say it is tie. It is a tie. For each parts, if part um, value is greater than 0, let's create a parameter. I'll call it as completion value. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just add each item to completion value as 1. So if we get count as 9, okay, so if we get the count as 9, then the game is over. It's a tie. So we'll set it to game over, true, and we'll set the text to tie. Okay, let's see how it goes now. AI wins. tie. Okay, this is working. All right, so we have completed the game. So now our next objective is to change it to POP. Right? Instead of X and zeros, we'll have to change it to POP. That's a different item. So I hope it's clear till now. You don't have any questions. So now it's difficult for the player to win this game. So this is very hard. Okay, fine then. So we have completed the AI game. I mean the Tic Tac Toe AI integration. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 Then we'll change it to POP in few moments. So I'll close this first. Okay. So we have completed the Tic Tac Toe AI integration. So this is done now. The game is completed. So I'll stop the recording now. Okay, and I'll start the POP implementation. All right, so then we'll convert this to POP game. So uh,
Then you win,
right.
like a player win. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have X, right? So I will use X as P. Later you can change it
Okay.
to P.
Yes, sir. I can change. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right then. So
You can change the functionality. I can replace the images. Okay, no problem.
okay, all right then. So now we have these items, right? So similarly, we'll have to change it. I think it's functionality wise, everything will be same. It's just a small change. So here instead of result value 3, let's set it to, so POP should have 5. Okay, so POP
Mm,
5 because X is the number X is 1, the number Y is
one,
2,
two.
and POP 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is 4. Okay, it's 4. Okay, so the result value is 3, so we can remove this one. So this will be 4, and this will be again 4. So now the condition we can keep the same because
Yes, sir.
either AI or the player will have to do POP. Okay, so now we'll have to change this result value in AI checkpoint as well.
Yes.
3 because P and O is equal to 3.
Three.
Okay, almost done. All right, so I have changed all the values. Now we need to
Yes,
check
sir.
how it works.
We need to change all the.
So the only thing is, as of now, it will change it to game over and yes. Okay, if the result value is 4 and if it is player turn, it will say you win. Okay, and if it is not player turn, it will say AI wins.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's test it now.
Tested now.
Okay, O, X win. Okay, instead of X, you will have to replace it with P.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem.
Okay, it is showing as
Now,
XXO. It should be XOX.
yes, sir.
And also, the player has to change. This thing has to change, right? I mean, so first time player will, when player clicks, it should come X. Second time when player clicks, it should come as O. Am I correct?
Yes. Uh, I expert sir. I check the points. Each player can choose a letter P O for the first turn, for their first turn.
Okay.
And yes, sir. After the first letter is chosen, every next letter choose be an alternate one until the game is over. For instance, if I start my game with P, the next letter I can use is O, then P, then O, and so on. Yes, sir.
So it will change automatically.
Yes, sir. Wait, I tell you again. After the first letter is chosen, every next letter choose be an alternate one until the game is over. For instance, if I start my game with P. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Then next letter I can use is O. Then
Mm.
P, then O, and so on. Yes.
Okay, then it has to change automatically. So for okay, so what I will do is
And third is the winner is first two player to create land word like a POP, then and data. This is done.
okay, so let's change the function now. So if okay, let's do one thing. I'll set it to boolean. Okay, so player
Boolean player letter
is P.
P.
Okay, so when I touch it, if the letter is P,
Yes.
animation will be set to frame 1. If letter is not P, it will be set to 2.
Two.
The value will be 2.
Mm.
Okay, we'll have to toggle the PA player letter now. Okay, similarly, we'll have to do the same for AI. Where is it? Okay, I'll put it here. Toggle AI letter P. Okay, so again we'll have to make a lot of changes now. So here, let me simply copy this one. If AI letter is P, choose one, and if AI letter is not P, choose the second frame.
Mm.
Okay, so this is done.
Okay.
AI checkpoint. Okay, let me close all of these things, otherwise I'm feeling confused with the game over events. Okay, so this is done. So we need to do the same for the game over event. Um, I think it is not required for the game and event. Let's see how it goes now. Okay, so let's see how it works.
Yes, sir. It is happening.
AI is always choosing WoW.
Hmm.
So wait, it did not select this thing.
The AI is always choosing, oh, this is not correct.
Okay, toggle A letter P. Um, when it toggles, actually the player has to start with P. I mean the X. So is player P, then set it to 1 or else set it to 2. But here when I click on it, oh, I got X. Okay, now Y. So X, O.
Yes,
Oh, okay. AI is actually placing the X properly now. Okay, the switching is happening properly. Now the fixed should be, it should be X O X instead of
mm,
no, the position should be properly aligned now. It is taking 0 X and X now. Let's fix that.
X or X. Yes.
I think we are very close to complete this thing.
Yes, sir.
Mm, so if it is count 2, so this function we'll have to modify. Instead of the result 3, not only this, we'll have to check each item, the position of each item. The first item position should be X, and the second position should be O, and the third position again should be X.
That's X or X.
Yes. So let's do one thing. Let's have one more variable. Let's have a Boolean variable. Okay, I'll call it as sequence.
Yes, sir. Bonnet sequence.
Okay, I'll do one thing. Instead of boolean, I'll have one parameter, uh, same name with number. Okay, so if it is greater than 1, the value is greater than, so the first condition, it should be x.
Should be X, yes.
Okay, so frame is 1, for example. Sorry, this should be here. So parts, frame is 1.
One,
Okay, so I will add it as into sequence. Okay, same. If the value is again, second value is again, this time if it is frame 2, I'll add the sequence to 1. So which becomes 2. And if the count is 2 and result value is 3,
yes.
okay, so result value is 3. So we'll add the animation frame to 1 or 2 as per
One,
the current letter, but the letter should be P. Only if it is P, then the sequence will be 3. So when the sequence is 3, we can determine it as game completed.
Indian computer.
Okay, let's see. I think we have to do the checkpoint in game hours. I think here. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, let's create the sequence here.
Yes, sequence.
Okay, so if the value, first value is P, second value is O, and third value T. So it will set the sequence
Mm,
value to 3. Okay, let's do the same with other checkpoints.
checkpoint.
Okay, I forgot to add one more condition.
Yes.
Okay, so when we are adding, we are checking each item here. So for each item, the first one, if it is P, I mean X, it will set the sequence value to 1. If it is O, it will set to 2. And if it is again X, it will set to 3. Okay, so what if there is only two items? Okay, well, let's wait. I think it is better we do it. Yeah, I think better we do it in the game or screen. Okay, let me remove all of these items.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have undone everything now. Let me do it from scratch. Um, okay, let's not touch AI move. Let's keep it as is. We'll set the checkpoint at the time of game or screen.
Yes.
Okay, so result value is 4 and sequence value is 3. We can set it as completed. So now we'll have to set the values here. Frame is 1. We add it to
Okay.
sequence value, and also we'll have to set the sequence value to 0 here. This is 2, this is 3. Sorry, this is again 1. Okay, so result value is 4 and sequence value is 3. We'll set it as game over.
Mm, yes. Yes.
Okay, let's do the same with every game over checkpoints. Okay, this is a frame 2. Sequence value 3. And this is animation 2. So we'll have to set it to alternate values. That's it. I hope you are able to follow what I'm trying to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am following you. I
It's
am
clear,
seeing
right?
the
It's not.
all.
No, it's not confusing. You're able to understand, right?
Yes, I am
Okay.
understood.
Okay, this should be three. So animation one. This is two. This is again one. Okay, this is sequence three. Okay, done. All right, let's see how it works now.
Yes,
Hopefully,
sir.
it works fine. Oh, oh.
Let's try again.
Okay, working.
Yes. Hmm.
This did not work. This did not work.
Yes.
Okay, let's check all the items again.
Something. Yes.
So this is one, this is
Something.
two, this is sequence three. This is one, two,
Yes.
one, sequence
Three.
three. Okay, this is three. Mistake. One, two, one, sequence three. One, two, one,
Three.
sequence three. One, two, one, sequence three.
Sequence
Two,
three.
one, sequence three. This is again wrong.
Three.
Okay, one, two, one, sequence three, not four. One, two,
Not
one,
four.
sequence three. Correct. Okay.
Okay, correct.
Okay, so I'm not sure why it is checking. Oh, you made it. Just
XOX.
so row three is working fine. Column three is not working fine.
Mm.
Column three. Sequence value is zero. Animation one, animation two, animation one. Mm, what are we missing?
Mm.
Okay, diagonal is working fine. Okay, the problem is here. Okay, this is good. Okay, this thing is not working.
Hmm. Column is not working.
First row is working fine. Second row is working
Row is
fine.
working.
Third row is working fine.
Column is not working. Inside.
First column is fine. Second column is not working. Second
Not
column
working.
and third
Second and
column is
third.
not working.
Not working. Yes.
Okay, so first column is also fine.
Six.
Second
Second and
column,
three.
sequence value 0. What are we missing? So frame 1, sequence, add it to sequence. Animation 2, add it to sequence. Animation 3, add it to sequence. Count is 3 and result value is 4. It is calling game over. Wait, let me try again. If it is not calling game over, which means this condition is not being satisfied.
Hmm.
Result value, result value, result value. Okay, so let's check now. If I click on the parts, I can see the values now. Okay, so ID 2, value 1. Okay, great. Value 2. Okay, great. Part ID 2, value 1. So 1, 2, 3, which is 4. It satisfies the condition. Then where it is going wrong? Okay, so why it is not triggering? So let's do one thing, log call to column 2 uh, result value, sorry, result value. Okay, let's try again now. Looks like this function itself is not calling. Uh, okay, okay, I think I understood the issue. It is stopping at row 1, but why it is stopping at row 1? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add the sequence value 0. Let's try now. Okay, as that sequence value is 0, wherever the result value is 0. Now this should work. This is still not working. What am I missing? Even the first row is not working now. Hmm, what am I missing? So if it is 1, if the row will add one value to sequence, and likewise we do with the rest too. The sequence will be 3 and the result value will be 4. Sequence value will be 3. So that is what we are doing. Where it is going wrong? Okay, I'm trying to log the first row now. Okay, so 4 and 3, this is fine. It says game over. Okay, this is from the previous one. Okay, let's do the same. Let's log it again. Okay, resolution is 4, sequence is 1. Okay. I think I have understood the issue. The sequence value is not setting to 0 if the resolution value is 3. Sorry, if the resolution value is 4. So we have to set one more condition, that if sequence value is not equal to 3, because what's happening is there is a case in the first row, it says resolution value is 4 and sequence is 1. So the first condition is not satisfied. So that is the reason this is not running, which is blocking the other events. Okay, so now this should work. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, fine. This is working now. Okay, let's do some series of tests. Okay, fine. Okay, this did not work. This did not work. This did not work. It did work just like few minutes back. Mm, where it is going wrong? Should I refresh this again? Okay, now it is working fine. I think few parts has to be reset. Okay, let's refresh and check now. Okay, so if I play again, now it is not working. Okay, got it. So result value should be 0, sequence value should be 0. Okay, great. It is working fine now. Okay, perfect. Everything is working fine now. Okay, fine. Great. All right, everything is working fine now. All right, so I think that's all in this video. We have achieved two items. One is the regular tic-tac-toe, which is x and zeros. The first player will have x and the second player will have zeros. And I mean O's. In the second gameplay, it's a different gameplay, which is called POP. So in this game, I don't have P as the letter, so I've changed. I used X instead of P, so the result should be XOX, right? So whoever gets XOX, either it's AI or the player, they will win the game. Alright then, so that's all for this video. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me in my Discord server or you can email me. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Hello there, thank you for visiting our channel. Shepherd Games is a developer and publisher of video games, websites and applications and automation. I am Sudeep, the founder of Shepherd Games. I have developed numerous video games ranging from ultra casual to complex real time multiplayer games, automated process flows with scripting and automation using Google Apps Script, and developed static and dynamic websites and applications. You may review some of my work from the link in the description. Along with self publishing, I help my clients to achieve their goals with my development services. If you have a requirement, you may write to me or join my Discord server. The contact details are in the description. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do, as more useful content is coming so you don't miss them.